Okay, now my mic's on. My mic wasn't on for a second there, but now my mic is on.
Man.
Yeah, I know. I spent
now
all.
We're live.
Yeah, now we're live and we're on
Right,
Twitch.
that's an outtake. We'll put that on the DVD.
That's going on the DVD. Well, my name is Nelson Crawford, and I'm joined by my wonderful co-host and business partner and partner in life, Xander Cook.
Hetero life partner. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, he's my heterosexual life
what
mate.
What movie is that from?
Jay
my
and
hetero
Silent
male
Bob.
life mate. Yeah. That's about right for us.
Jeez.
Just hang out and get stoned all day.
That's pretty much it.
Fucking rip off kids in front of the gas station. It's a good lifestyle.
And yeah, that's what we do.
So, yeah.
You know, that's what we do around here. All right, but yeah, so we've got this podcast to do. I've finally got a book for notes. So why am I holding it up? You can't see me. I don't know why I'm holding this up.
Just play to the camera though.
Yeah,
know?
I mean
it'll seem like I can see you. It doesn't matter our technical limitations or just how many things we wanted to have running at the same time. You know what I mean? We're still having a conversation. It's fine.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I got a book for some notes.
That's cool. I've like almost got every single line of one page filled. I skipped a few of them, but I had a lot to talk about, man.
Damn.
I'm gonna try to keep it light on each subject, but
the first thing on my notes was I got a notebook. that's it.
It's professional.
Yeah.
It's very good. It's very good.
Okay, well, I feel like we can start this podcast off with a bang, literally.
Okay, let's go.
With these gender reveal explosion parties.
Good. That was on my list too.
That started.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, I don't fucking know, dude. Because something like this happened last year. Something like this happened last year.
The first time I heard the story, I thought that's what they were talking about.
Yeah,
it
happened
I thought it was
again.
just somebody on my friends list was like, a gender reveal party has done way more damage than any BLM protest. And I'm like, that's right. I remember that story from a year ago, and it's a weird point to make, and I don't know why we're bringing it up now. And then I have my coffee, and I turn on the news, and I'm like, oh, Oregon's on fire? Oh, California's on fire? And I'm seeing, my friends back in Utah saying, we're getting smoke from California blown into our city because of this snowstorm. So, they had a huge freak snowstorm caused by the smoke in Salt Lake City that shut down the schools on the first day of school. And you need a lot of snow to shut down the schools in Salt Lake City. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
do.
This catastrophe is huge. And it's this is a gender reveal party. This is just a couple of fucking self-centered folks who want to make a big deal about forcing a gender on their kid. That's the other thing. It's a sex reveal party. It's a male-female party, not a boy-girl party. You know what I'm saying? It's a dick or vag party. And that's a weird thing to celebrate.
Does my baby have a dick or does he not? And if he has a dick, am I going to cut around that dick when he's born? You betcha I am. Because America, that's why.
Snip, snip.
I mean, I can't say anything because I'm circumcised. So I don't, circumcised.
Yeah, me too. It just we were born when doctors just did that. It was just not
they
about.
Just did it.
They're like, well, everyone's a Christian, right? So let's just get this out of the way.
How weird is it to think that that's just what they did? It's just all right, we got the baby out.
Not the weirdest thing accepted into mainstream American society, dude. I mean, let's. Fuck. So that's good. So let's talk about the other really funny and destructive thing happening with self-centered white people right now. How about the Trump voters sinking their comrades?
I had the joke you made written down that somebody should tell them to pull themselves up by their boat straps.
Somebody said that joke on Majority Report today, and they don't follow me, but I follow another guy on that show. So I don't know if they stole that directly from me or if we can all just think of a joke that easy.
Yeah, I mean, that killed me, dude.
Yeah, so are they going to pull themselves up by the bootstraps? But no, that's the whole point, though, right? Because it was good weather that day. It was a calm little lake. It's not a place that gets crazy. But what happened was the bigger boats,
were driving by.
They were showing off, and they were knocking out the smaller boats, and and not stopping to save the guys that they were fucking up. You know what I mean? Like, if you get in a car wreck, you have to pull over and talk to the person you just hit. But
exactly.
Yeah, they were just not like knocking over smaller boats and then saying, "Oh, fuck you, Trump 2020." And the smaller boats were also Trump 2020.
They're like, me too, man. What the hell?
Yeah, and it's like, there's so many little memes where it's just like, my boat is sinking. You know, all boats matter, bitch. Like, fucking that cracked me up.
All boats matter.
All boats matter. Yours
God,
is sinking. That's what made me think boat straps. I was like, yours is sinking. Time to get your boat straps out. What do you mean you want the cops to save you? That's socialism. You want a rescue team to get your boat out from under the water? Your taxes are going to pay for that, you know. Fucking.
Yeah, the fucking thing that made the whole that made the link where it's just like, yeah, it's kind of just like how the American economy is, where the poor people get run down by the rich people, but they think they're all in the same group. It's like,
amazing.
You're not.
It's amazing. And it's like, it is the neoliberal Republican philosophy just made real.
It's pretty fucking crazy.
It's like, if you did that as like a sketch on a comedy show, people would say it was too far-fetched, and it just happened.
Yeah, dude.
It's like it's such a wacky thing. And these people love property too, and it's like, how much did that boat cost? A boat's like a pretty expensive thing.
Yeah, boats aren't
With
cheap.
the joke,
Dude.
they say it's like a $20,000 hole in the water that you throw money into or some shit like that.
I mean, your
I know
dad
my dad
has
spends a lot of
one,
time fixing his. I know. I tell him you should get rid of it all the time. They use it like 5 times a year, which is cool.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't think, you could rent one for close to that, you know. He has it because he did run a rental business for a little while. It was actually kind of genius. He bought it and did just enough rentals to pay off the loan on the boat, and then quit the company and
fucking sick.
kept the boat. So, but then the repairs still cost so much money that it's just an expensive hobby at that point, you know.
That's
part of.
Yeah, big time.
I'm starting to hate having too many guitars for that reason. It's like every time I pick one up, it's like slightly fucked up, and it's like I know if I just picked up 2 guitars that were my favorite and kept them nice all the time, I wouldn't have this problem. You know what I mean? It's like first world problem.
Why
dude,
why do I have to keep fixing all of my shit that I have?
They all need a little fix, just a little something, and it's like, if I fuck, dude, you know what I mean? It's just so stupid.
I mean, that's how I feel about all these videos that we're constantly putting out. Like I was telling you before, where it's like, because I decided to put the links like to all our shit in the description, so it's like, you remember I changed all the Instagram stuff around. And so I've been putting it off. I've still got to go fix all of those fucking links, and it's just
you have to wait until you're in that. You have to wait until you're in that mode where you're brain dead enough to do that work, but focused enough to do it correctly.
That usually comes around like 2 or 3. You know, I've just been editing for like 5 hours, and I'm like, well, I'm not done, so I don't want to stop. But at the same time, I really want to stop.
I can't be creative, and I'm losing my mind, so I need to do something different.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's fucking awesome. Well, let's see. I'm trying to go light on politics because I have a lot of not politics I want to talk about, which is rare for me.
Whoa.
But
are you okay?
The one cool thing is, that's a lot of what I want to talk about is how fucked up I am lately. But that's that's a whole other thing. I wanted to say that it's cool that the Portland protests have been going on for over 100 days with no stops.
It's fucking wild.
It was like 101 days when I wrote this down, and that was like 2 days ago. So 103, 104 days. I'm maybe off on those dates too, but that's cool. They have camps set up and shit. They're like not letting the cops take them back. They're like scaring off Proud Boys. They're winning fights. It's fucking cool, man. So that's just rad that they're gonna be like leading the army if Trump decides not to fucking quit when he loses the election. If he loses the election, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the one thing. That's another thing I wanted to talk about just a little bit without getting too crazy about it. Is like, he keeps talking about how it's like a rigged election and doing all this shady shit behind the scenes, and it's like, they said this with Obama, but it seemed pretty baseless with him, especially because he like smiled and shook hands with Trump when it was time to hand over the keys, So, but I don't think Trump is going to be that guy. He's such a fucking crybaby about the smallest things.
Oh yeah, no fucking way. I think
he's either going to act like he won, even if he
screaming.
didn't. Yeah, there's going to be some weird shit. And then even if he goes peacefully, there's going to be like his wackiest, craziest fans acting wacky and crazy too.
Yeah.
And I'm just tripping about that a little bit.
I mean, the time's coming, so like we're going to find out real soon.
It's a couple months away. It's a couple months away, and it bums me out because November is Thanksgiving, and Thanksgiving is my favorite day. And if the country is in a state of absolute anarchy and I can't get a fucking turkey dinner together for my family, it's gonna be fucking real, dude. It's gonna be time to get out of the streets.
Time to fucking go off. I can't make my fucking family a turkey dinner on Thanksgiving.
What do you mean I can't roast a bird and mash some potatoes, you motherfuckers? That's the one American tradition that I care about. And if you take that from me, there's no reason to care about that fucking country anymore.
When you think about it, is a little bit problematic. That's the one tradition that you hold on to is fucking Thanksgiving.
What else is there? Slavery? A facade of democracy?
That's the thing. I don't think any of them are good.
So many...
None of them are good.
Yeah. You should have my turkey. If you want to come over on Thanksgiving, we'll do it.
I might. I mean, fuck.
If the country is not totally on fire.
I don't even remember what I was... what were we doing last year on Thanksgiving? I think I was...
I don't know. I did something here with the family.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything crazy. I don't think.
I didn't do jack shit, and I'm probably going to do jack shit again this year. Because my family's a fucking mess, and I don't want to. I don't want to deal with all that.
Well, if my family plans on being here, I'll be cooking food, and you and Sid can come eat, man. It'll be fun.
Yeah,
It'll be a bonding moment.
She's eating meat now, which is crazy.
Whoa.
Yeah, she's eating chicken and fish. So you know,
I like vegetarians because they're a lot like heavy metal fans, you know, where they'll get really into a genre for like a year or two, and that's like all they want to listen to is like death metal or black metal.
Yeah.
And then, you know, some doom or some classic rock will slip into their diet, and you're like, wait a minute, you're the black metal guy. Like, oh yeah, this stuff, I don't think this is that bad though. You know what I mean? I've noticed shout out to vegetarians, except for that vegan girl who still doesn't talk to me because I think that people matter more than animals. You're dumb. Fucking
you're a dumb lady.
Which is funny. That's the same girl. It's that I used to play Wii Fit with that girl when we were dating, and we used to sing that fucking Chicken Boys song together. So the fact that both of those things, Always Sunny, Chicken Boys, the Birds of War. So the fact that the Wii Fit video has that song, I like almost texted her immediately, like, oh my god, dude. And then I remember that she's like being fucking lame, and I'm like, oh well, whatever. Whenever you want to have a fucking piece of shrimp.
Yeah, I couldn't choose between that and the Bird Up thing, so I just put both of them in. And I was like, fuck it.
When in doubt, do both.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I like the double decker taco that Taco Bell got rid of.
No, they still have that.
No, they changed it. It's not the same. It's not beans anymore.
I mean,
it's fucking gross now,
dude.
They call it something different. It's not my old homie.
Some video came out of showing the process of how Taco Bell like makes their refried beans, where it's just like it's like dried beans and they pour hot water into it and it turns into the beans. And like everybody was wow, so gross. Can't believe I'm still going. Yeah, it's like I'm still gonna eat it.
The beef is real similar to that. The beef almost comes out with like an almost sandy consistency. Yeah. It's like astronaut beef.
They put the water on it and it gets all the sauce.
Yeah, like this is not.
It's food science, man.
They could easily be selling everything from Taco Bell like on the dry shelves at the grocery store. Like it wouldn't even need to be refrigerated.
Yeah.
But then the restaurants would go out of business because who would go out to buy it? It's fucking a quarter on the grocery store shelf.
Yeah, I mean, I use like dried sausage in my breakfast sometimes because it's like you can buy a pack of dried sausage for like $3, and that shit will last a while.
That chef I used to work for, yeah, dude, that chef I used to work for in Little 5 Points, we did everything from scratch with fresh ingredients. But I had a lot of conversations with him about how much he admires and respects the food scientists over at like Yum Foods and at McDonald's because like even as a chef who always has great ingredients and all his friends are chefs and he's always eating all this amazing, they like talk shit on Gordon Ramsay. They're like their own punk ass.
Oh yeah, that
chefs,
motherfucker doesn't season his pasta water.
Right, you know what I mean? So fucking.
He expects a yes chef out of me. I don't think so.
Yeah, what you do with like I think he just does the salt thing, which I know other people do like chicken broth and stuff like that, but whatever. But so he even says like every now and then I go to KFC just because it blows my mind that it's that shitty and tastes so good.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
That's fucking legit, dude. And there is some craziness to that, and I used to be really staunchly like only organic, and I still kind of try to do that, but I understand that like. If you're fucking hungry and you got $1, a taco from Taco Bell isn't going to kill you, and you'll be fine. Yeah. It probably shouldn't be your whole diet. You probably shouldn't eat it all the time. But that's it. But you know what? That's actually a pretty good segue because the last time we hung out, we got Taco Bell.
Okay.
That following week, I fucking lost my mind, and the only thing that I did.
What happened?
I'm kind of struggling to describe what happened, man, and I don't.
Whoa!
It's so okay.
Holy shit!
Yeah, it was really weird.
It sounds like
the first sign of the weirdness. This is a little weird, man. So, the first like I knew I was like feeling strange. Like my sleep schedule got even more erratic and fucked up. I was like hyper focused, but that I was like wanting to take a nap every 2 hours or so, and just kind of feeling sick, and just like I don't know, I felt like something was bogging me down, and I was feeling more normal than I had, and I tried that to stream that one night, and then my shit fucked up, and I like freaked out, like I just couldn't deal anymore. And I sent you those kind of bitchy texts, which I'm sorry about, by the way. I wanted to publicly apologize for that.
Oh, I barely fucking remember those. It's fine.
Yeah, it was like you just like my shit was breaking down. And you were like it always does in the chat. And I was like, yeah, that isn't helpful. And I got super lame and fucking.
Oh yeah, that.
I like shut it.
That shit.
Yeah. So I shut everything down, and I was just like staring at my like blank screen for like too long of a time, and I was like, okay, this is not right, something's weird, and I was like, it's time to just chill out. And I for some reason didn't make it all the way to my bed, which is about 10 or 15 steps from my desk. I crashed on the couch in the living room, and I had like the most intense lucid dreams, which you know what that is?
Yeah, I know what that is.
Yeah, when like you're in control of the dream, even though like weird shit is happening, but you're reacting to it like you're awake,
Yeah.
And I was in and out of that dream for like 4 days.
Jesus.
Like literally. I would like get up for a little bit and like drink some water and eat a handful of nuts and then like lay back down face first on a different couch and be right back in that world. And picking up where I left off each time, which I've never been able to do. And like all the while, like when I would wake up and be like alive again, like I could barely function. I'm not hungry. I wasn't drinking, which is weird, like I'm not making coffee. I was like drinking like the warm soda that's on my counter, like just a sip of it and like putting it back down and just being like, like, it was so fucking weird. Like my brain was broken, and then I would just close my eyes and go back to this fucking dream state and continue with these weird ass fantasies. It was like, I don't even want to go to like I don't remember enough details to get too into it, but there's a thing. When I was like a nerdy goth, like middle school kid, I used to like read books about dreams, like Carl Jung and shit like that. And there's a theory with people who believe that there's like truth in dreams, and it's just something that recurs in people who describe their dreams, called the dream palace, where like, have you ever like been in a dream where you're in your bedroom from your childhood or something like that, and then you open a door and you're like at a job you were working at 2 years ago, or something strange like that?
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
like it's just a seamless transition. Like there's no physical reason you should have been able to get from there to there that quickly.
Yeah.
And there's usually somebody in that place that doesn't belong in that place, and just all these complicated things. So I was there in that dream palace, and usually it's like me and one crucial other person in whichever setting I'm in. but this was like a party or a ceremony or something because every single place was crowded as fuck. Jeez. I don't know if this is just like COVID anxiety from being locked in too long and like not having a fun place to go for too long. But then, of course, because there were so many characters from my subconscious all living in one place at the same time, there was all this conflict that was just really bizarre. And you know, like just people from my past who would never know each other and who probably wouldn't say the things that, like the words that I was putting in their mouths, were just having all kinds of fights with each other. And it was like my job to sort all that out. And I don't know what any of that was. And that lasted pretty much all through Labor Day weekend before I was like feeling okay again. Like I started getting back to where I was like watching movies and YouTube videos again.
Yeah.
But I spent like 4 days just in the basement in the dark having fucking weird dreams. And I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's just a total mental breakdown. I don't know if I just dissociated like crazy.
So what, are you like a Christian now?
Yeah, I believe in God now. No. I'm just Xander again. You know, but
yeah, because I didn't hear from you from the whole weekend. You said you were doing something and like you had some shit to do on Monday. So I was like, all right. And
I did. I think that kind of helped snap me out of it. Was like there was a lot of action in the house, or just like they were cooking food and in and out, and people were here, and you know. Yeah. That kind of helped me be like, oh yeah, food has flavor and things feel like touching. Like, like it brought me back to the real world. But dude, yeah, I was in a weird place. I was just like gone. And I don't know, maybe I've been too focused lately, which I don't think that's the case. Maybe I've been drinking too much. I just needed a break from all of it. And you know,
that happens to me sometimes when like I just go too hard and I'm like, yeah, maybe I just need to like take a couple days, just drink some water. Get back down to where I need to be. That's kind of what I did with the weekend. Like I was, like I did some fuck. Yeah, no, I went and had dinner at Sydney on Saturday, and then came home from that and watched a bunch of like fights and shit with Shaq and everybody on the GBG Discord. And just fucking, like, I was, like, coming in and out of, like, working on shit, but, like, by Sunday, I was just, like, fuck it, dude. And, like, I was just fucking, I was looking for more shit to make fun of, and going around the internet, just looking at other shit, and, like, just turning my brain off, you know? And so, by the time Monday came around...
Yeah.
I went and hung out with the guys from Cascadent because they all live together out in Kennesaw, and I haven't seen them in forever. And my buddy John Mark from the Mob Tones just moved in with them because he used to live out in fucking bumfuck nowhere Toccoa, and so he moved out here. And
when we start interviewing bands again, we need to have a sesh with them.
Yeah,
man.
I think I'm gonna
we start doing that in the first.
I'm gonna go shoot their promo pictures at some point. But, like, I hung out with them, and we got drunk and played some music, and you know, it was tight. They bought me Del Taco and let me crash on their couch. It was fucking tight.
Tacos and couches are the common thread here. Sometimes that's what a man needs.
I knew, like, my time was limited as soon as I have to fucking express which John did what, because there are 3 goddamn Johns in that house.
God. What the hell, John? Because there's my dad is a John and drives me crazy.
There's John Samuel, just call him Jam. There's John Mark, call him just J Mark or whatever. And then there's there's John Lee, and so it's like fucking John Lee comes home with just a fucking bottle of whiskey, and he's just like, so you guys trying to get in on this? And like, we all just look at each other like, we should probably eat something first. So like,
maybe put something in my belly before we start doing
so I take a shot and just keep drinking beer, and like eventually food gets there, and then we just start going, and like probably like 4 shots in, I'll look at my cup, I'll look at John, and I'm just like, dude, you're pouring some heavy shots. He's like, yeah, I know. Look at the bottle, dude. Yeah. So I'm just like, oh,
I know those
like,
bands.
oh, fuck, man. So like, it's catching up to me, and like, they'll show me their studio, and David over there's got this fucking sick ass fucking synth. Like from the minute I saw that he had it, I was like, I want to fucking try that thing.
I
out.
want one nice synth, dude. I think I'm gonna sell one of my guitars and get like a Moog or some shit, because I want one nice synth in my house just for those sounds,
and it's just
dude.
blowing my mind how good, like how good at music these guys are, because like I'm just fucking around with the synth, and they're just fucking just following it everywhere, and I'm just like, oh god, you guys are so good.
There's one of those bands.
You guys are so good.
They're one of those bands where we'd be on the same ticket, and I'd see their set, and I'd be like, we should not even be here. Like, we're almost...
Yeah, dude.
It's like, and it's not even like a skill level thing as much as, and I mean, it is a skill level thing, but it's also like their style is something that requires that level of skill, too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, it's not even, you know, every band I've ever been in has just been kind of like chords and rock,
Yeah,
you know?
it's fucking
and
math
they're
rock,
like,
dude. Fucking,
yeah, exactly. That's exactly, yeah.
They're a bunch of geniuses.
I always hate to just throw a genre out there, but they are very much just like the math rock band of Kennesaw. Like they nail that, and you know, if you own it, you own it. That's fine.
They definitely own it, and you know, it was good. Like, not, you know, I don't want to like disparage the hangouts that we have, you know, because like. It's like,
well, I mean, we're doing different things and different goals and shit like that. I mean, we haven't even really jammed ever. We never plugged the amps in.
I mean, it was just nice to just get out and just go be around a bunch of dudes, you know, just go fucking out for a bit, you know.
I miss that a lot too. I've been texting the most random folks lately just because, like, dude, I miss you. Like, I used to run into you at places, and now we don't go to places. Like, what the fuck, I'm like, man? You know, especially because I'm banned again from Facebook, so I can't even get my posting adrenaline. You know
Facebook
what I mean?
Banned.
So
yeah, man. Like, I
can't say anything about white people.
They all fucking live together. So I'm like, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna just come hang out here with you guys sometimes, because like. Fuck, you guys
that
are
was
here
always
in one
a
place.
dream of mine, dude.
Yeah.
I actually think that was the beginning of the end with World's Greatest Dad for me. Was I had to move out of my apartment at the time, and it was either move in with my girlfriend or move in with the band. And
because they were all living together at that point.
And they were gonna get a bigger house, but it still was gonna be like 3 bedrooms, 4 people. Someone's a couch guy, you know, there's not enough space for everybody. And the way I need me time as a person, like that would lead to catastrophe really quick.
I can't be a couch
The first time Carrick runs in my bedroom high on meth or some shit like that, that's like fucking, no man, it'd be like, I just overreact in situations like that. I mean, I go bear mode, you know, so I just fucking... man, so
that always was a thought. Like, but I don't know. We still got time.
Well, while we're talking about music, I know I've bragged about this one time before, but I just got the package and I'm like super stoked on myself. It got Big Other out on vinyl. That's by my buddy Nicholas. I played guitars on the album. I always butcher his last name, so I'm gonna not do that. And he says we can use any track on this record for podcast stuff. I know it's like boring, drony music, but sometimes it's appropriate.
Find something for it. I'd probably find a use for it.
But yeah, I'm on 2 tracks on that record, and it's the first. I've played so many bands that like didn't publish anything, or like that I was the fill-in guitar player between records or some shit. Like that was the last band I was in. So like this is the first time I have something with my name on it that's like I can put this in a music player and listen to it. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty stoked on that and plugging them. And we got a fucking rave review in The Wire online magazine, which is like artsy music blog type vibe. And so it's like,
well, look at you guys.
The whole plan is like, hopefully we get the idea is to play gigs, but to play gigs as art exhibits, and like,
that'd be cool.
Because that's what Nick mostly does, is like visual art and animation and stuff like that. And when he does exhibits, he sets them up on projectors like in a rented house or something like that. So I'd be like in a nice suit and tie, mask on with my full stacks behind me, just playing real slow music while these art nerds walk around. And
he'd probably love what's going on this episode of the podcast. Have you seen what's happening here? Have you looked?
I can't see.
Have you looked at the stream though to see what's happening?
No, I haven't watched the stream.
Oh, well,
no, I haven't. I'm just trying to be in the moment.
Okay, I was gonna say, yeah, if you haven't seen what's going on, you should. Yeah, we're like almost 30 minutes in. Just
I'll check now, but
take a look at it. Just guys, if you don't watch the podcast, it's also on YouTube. If you just listen to it.
We're so cool.
But yeah,
and this is kind of similar to the art that Nick does. He's a little more bleak and apocalyptic looking. This is more of hopeful forest vibe, but yeah, it's cool shit, and I dig him. So that's I like it a lot. It is weird that it's like you're getting a totally different angle on your webcam than what I'm seeing on my camera. But maybe I was just looking at my phone and it just looked that way. I'm not gonna mess with my settings, man.
Yeah, I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know.
Yeah,
one of these days I'll show you how to work that thing.
You've shown me, and we just end up fighting for a week. So
how do you not get it?
Maybe it's best we just don't do that.
Well, you gotta learn something.
I'll just stay.
You gotta learn one way or the other.
No, I'm learning at my pace. All right.
Pace.
So yeah. Here we're talking about music, and I feel like this is more of a music thing than a politics thing. But how about Cardi B versus Candice Owens? Did you see any of that?
Wait, what? Hold on, what happened?
The best tweet fight of all time.
Shit, let me see if I can find this.
Candace Owens tweets some shit about how Ben Shapiro was right about wet ass pussy. And how black people who like that song hate black people, and her basic Candace Owens bullshit. And yeah, dude, and Cardi B just got right at her, and fucking oh my god, dude! I wish if we had done this live, I would have had the shit queued up to show you ahead of time to brief you on it.
I'm pulling it up right now.
Oh yeah, if you can share it with the chat or something. I mean, dude, it's so fucking funny. I mean, they got to the point where they were posting Instagram live videos, just talking shit to each other's faces. It was just righteous, man. Just the best thing. And Cardi,
dude.
Candace can't step to Cardi B. She can't. They both speak for a living, but one speaks stylishly and truthfully for a living. The other one just sold her soul. That's but the shit.
I don't want to argue with you, Candace. I don't have time. I honestly just feel sorry for you. God damn, dude. That's
the way she closed it. The way she the fatality blow that Cardi B gave her was I don't know why Candace is even mad or wants to argue with me. Trump's one of the Trumps was just playing my song on the boat.
Yep, fuck, dude, this is great. Oh, just a couple weeks ago, her man was playing WAP at his Trump boat party. They argue with people. Oh,
I'm just picturing Candace Owens on that boat being pissed as fuck, being like, God damn it,
dude.
Black people.
Candace Owens tried to fucking get a Photoshop meme of her dunking on Cardi B. Are you fucking kidding me? This is so stupid.
Just so unplugged from reality. Which you have to be a conservative. You just can't have a grip on what actually
She put her face on Michael Jordan dunking on somebody. Oh my god. This poor woman. This poor woman.
It's one of these things. You want to make the joke, Candace, who hurt you, but I know who hurt her. She had a bunch of Democrat, political people, honestly, do hate speech at her when she was in high school. So she just started hating Democrats since then, and she, Well, you know what? That's the popular story, but I also heard that she wrote for liberal magazines until 2014 or 15. So I think she's just a sellout.
I really think
it's make money.
A lot of the times it's always some sellout shit, because that's the same thing that happened with fucking Tucker Carlson's fucking turtleneck personality ass. Fucking,
yeah. He was a CNN centrist for a long time.
Like his fucking his liberal mom walked out on him and his dad, and then his dad married some fucking soup heiress.
Right.
And he was like, well, fuck liberals.
Yeah, like the richest woman ever. And so it was like, well, yeah, of course rich people must be better. They're my new mommy.
They're my new mommy. Fox News is my new mommy.
That's what happens. Some fucking shady, like, old man who just, some Koch brother in a suit who wants to make sure that libertarianism thrives says, hey, Charlie Kirk or Ben Shapiro or some mid-20s person, here's $60 million. Go tell people what I want them to hear. Yeah. And that's hard to turn 20 years old and I'm suddenly a millionaire. If they did that to me right now, I'd have a hard time with it, dude. Yeah. I don't have that much of a reputation to lose. Yeah. Fuck, man.
I almost made a video called Matt Walsh Shut Up because I found out who he was and
it's not much better.
I was just like, oh fuck this guy.
There's so many of those cats, dude. Like that could be just a whole part of our show where we just rail on like your Brian Kemp video is a great example of that. We're about due for Brian Kemp part 2 with the shit he's been doing lately, man. We've
been real overdue. I've been putting that one off for a fucking minute. But yeah, like
that man is so Trump's toady, man. It's so fucking gross.
I was trying to look up the Abby Shapiro Old Town Road thing, and hilariously, I found Matt Walsh's video on the song of like why Old Town Road is the worst song ever recorded in history. I'm just like,
tell him that.
Like, shut the fuck up! Oh my god,
these people are incredible.
Like
man.
he's sitting at his little like dining room table with a laptop in front of him, like reading the lyrics. It's just
I almost want to send him like a stack of anal cunt CDs or something, where it's like the worst song in recorded history.
He's like,
have you heard?
He's like,
have you heard "Van Full of Retards"? It's pretty bad.
Like, can't nobody tell me nothing. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Huh? It's like, shut the fuck up.
How about that classic Beatles song that goes like, I want to hold your hand. 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 God, it's almost like music that repeats is catchy to the ear, and people like to listen to that and sing along.
Oh my god! And then he was just like, there's a whole debate over where it's a rap song or a country song, and of course it's not a country song, but you can't say that.
No, it's a little bit of both. That's how music works.
You can't say that, or else people will think you're racist. And it's like, because you kind of are. If you, like they're like, no, it's a black guy. That's not country. He's rapping.
Black folks can't be country.
Yo, Zach.
Imagine thinking black folks can't be country.
Right?
Dude. Who's in the chat?
Zach.
What's up, Zach? How you doing?
In the chat. Hold on, I'm going to go grab another beer real quick. Y'all stay tuned for some cheese puffs. Don't go anywhere. You fucking stay right here.
No, I'm here. No. I brought my beers. I brought 6.
I
brought enough for you.
How long do you think this podcast is going to go that you brought 6?
They go long sometimes, man. I need to be prepared. I wear a diaper and I bring 6 beers. So how are you doing, viewer at home? Are you enjoying the indistinct conversation? Do you want more content like this? Search IndiCon everywhere, especially on YouTube, where we have best of videos, clip highlights of other things we've done, and shit like that. It's pretty cool, kind of rad. Yeah, this is what we do. We play video games, we talk about leftist politics more than we should, and we, give each other a hard time under the influence of alcohol and other things. It's a really healthy way to get all that shit out of your system so that you don't do it yourself, because it's not a good way to live. You will die. I'm going to die very soon. I can feel it in my lungs and chest. I don't have COVID, though.
You said you're going to die soon?
Are you back? I'm vamping.
You're going to die soon?
Yeah, it was just a fact.
Well, yeah, we're all
Dude, I'm 33 years old and I'm European. You know, it's like it's just a matter of
Dude,
time.
no, you guys live
plague.
the longest. What do you mean? All these fucking...
No. The rich ones do. The rich ones do. I haven't been rich my whole life. I've had way too many Taco Bell dinners.
Yeah. I mean, okay, speaking of fast food, did you hear about the whole Travis Scott meal?
No.
Oh, well, it's... Travis Scott has a deal with
First,
McDonald's.
hold on. Refresh me on what Travis Scott is again, because that name is too common for me to put a face to it right now. Who is
I don't
that?
know, he's a rapper. I don't fucking know, dude. I thought you might know more about this than me. I don't know
All right.
who Travis Scott is. I only heard of him because he tried to take the name Cactus Jack, and I'm like, as a wrestling fan, I'm like,
Don't step to Cactus Jack.
yeah,
No.
as
No,
a
you're
wrestling
not
fan, I'm
allowed.
like, don't you goddamn ever in your life dare fucking steal from Mick goddamn Foley, all right? Fucking, there's one Cactus Jack, all right?
And he calls it the Cactus Pack.
Yeah.
The fuck? Why can't anybody be creative?
I know.
What's a song by him?
I don't fuck. I couldn't name one.
Oh, wait. No, he's not Kid Cudi. He just knows Kid Cudi.
Yep.
He worked with Kanye.
Probably.
T.I. Antidote. Yeah, I have no idea who this fucker is. So why are we talking about his meal at fucking McDonald's?
Oh, because I saw this really funny video of this kid called this channel called The Weekly Report. I don't know if you've ever heard of this guy.
Yeah, the guy in the oversized suit who eats
Yeah,
fast food.
dude, I don't know how I just found
Yeah, I
out
love that
about
guy.
his shit this week. I'm like,
What a great
oh,
niche,
like,
right?
This man is amazing.
If you're going to be a weird autistic kid in a big suit, you should eat fast food and talk about it. That's a great thing. That's a beautiful
I watched
thing.
one of his videos
love
where
it,
he
dude.
read mean comments, and the first three,
poor kid.
first three of them were just different ways of people saying he looked like a rat. And like the way he timed it out was so fucking funny. He was like, this guy looks like a rat. Well, I can tell you. I can tell you, I only have a little bit of rat DNA in my genes.
See,
and like he goes on the next one, he's like
that kid.
he's like, oh, he looks
So
like an
real quick,
albino
that
rat.
Got to put the albino in there to make it that much. Oomph. That kid is what happens when a Pete Buttigieg or a Mike or a Ben Shapiro doesn't get the lizard person millionaire.
No, I know, like it's bad
know?
because like as soon as I found his shit, I had to be like, any right wing connection here? I really hope not, because I like his stuff. And like,
yeah, gotta check,
and,
gotta
like,
check. White boy in a suit, gotta check.
Confirmed
Yeah.
on his subreddit. No, I am not like that. That is not me. And I'm
my
just
boy.
like, yeah,
That's my boy.
Fuck yeah.
Anyone who eats that much fast food, if you eat that much fast food, you are not not a conservative. You might be a centrist, but you are not a
you can
conservative.
definitely be.
If
I've
you
seen
eat fast food
conservatives
every
eat
day.
fast food every day. Yeah, I used to work with a couple. That
Oh
did
well,
that.
okay. No, you're right. Yeah, those like lifer trucker types
Yeah,
who they
those
always get
fat
this like the
motherfuckers.
cheeseburger with like the baconator person. Like they only want beef and bacon and cheese on their patty.
No
Like,
vegetables.
if a vegetable touches this fucking thing, I will call the cops and have you murdered. Like fucking, god damn it, dude.
I will have you murdered if I see one speck of lettuce on this goddamn
I will
burger.
call the cops, and you know what they do to you people. Fucking shit, dude.
Dude, yeah, I finally tried to get Sydney to decide on who has the better chicken sandwich. She's still going with Chick-fil-A, but you know, it was interesting having a chicken meal with.
It's a cultural. It's a cultural thing, dude. You know, I've dated white women too. I know what it's like. It's like, this is a pepper.
Well, no, she said
might
KFC.
hurt you, but you might
she said
like it.
Not KFC. She said Popeyes had the better pickles, but I don't give a
Yeah.
shit about pickles. But like, yeah,
I hate to keep talking about this girl because it acts like I like her too much, and it's just I've just had a lot of memorable experiences with her. But she hated spicy food when she met me, and I like got her into it. And I was also the first person who could she would say this to me, that like we could go in the bed for like hours, like so much it pissed my old roommates off. I had to move out of that apartment because we would fuck for too
Ew.
long. Yeah, it was pretty. I felt bad. Yeah, I love it. Frankly, anybody out there wants to go for like 4 or 5 hours, I'm here for it. Sting style, tantric. Yeah, we're crazy. But so,
kids listen to this.
But now she's a full BDSM person. She like got into spicy food and kinky shit, and now she's like, now she wants the spiciest food and the kinkiest shit, and now I can't keep up. You know what I'm saying?
Spicy food. No, those two things don't go together.
Starts with a jalapeno. Next thing you know, it's whips and chains, baby. I'm just saying, this is life. This is how you grow.
I've eaten a girl.
Pain and pleasure, baby.
After having a bag of hot Cheetos like an hour later, and it's still just
this is the girl.
It's like
this is the girl that happens to.
God.
It was the first time I cut up a habanero with her. I was like, "You're gonna love this one. This is a spicy one." And she was like, she got all excited, and we started fooling around in the kitchen, and I started touching around, and I hadn't washed my hands, and the whole night changes directions. Now we're Googling how to get the burn off of that
She's got to like sit in milk for a while, dude. It's bad, dude.
We were splashing milk on it. That didn't work. You know what ended up working was salt. I was taking a handful of like kosher salt and just mashing it in there. That worked great. That was like she You want to talk about a bonding experience?
Oh God, it makes me think of when I lost a girl's vibrator.
I just realized that's why that girl is so comfortable just asking me to help her piss in my sink last time she was here, because we've been through all the weird shit together. Like, just nothing matters anymore. It's just like, even though she's mad at me, if she showed up here right now, it was just like, hey, I really need you to match some salt in my V. I'd be like, all right, I've done this before. Let me get the. Do you want kosher or freshly ground? God damn it.
When it happened to the girl I was with, like, we had to her sit in milk for a while, and that fixed it. Like, I got a really big bowl.
Milk is good.
Got like a because she was a small girl. Got like a really big bowl.
Yeah.
And fucking, I was like, fuck this gallon, dude. Just fucking put it all in there, and just kind of.
Yeah, just if you're gonna do a little, do all of it. Just do the whole thing. Yeah, because we I think that's probably why it wasn't working, because we were trying to go light with it. I was like pouring it on a cloth.
Oh no,
and then,
fuck that.
Oh God,
because it worked. Because just splashed some, and I was like, I don't know, maybe this will work, and I did that, and it worked. And she was like, fuck, and so I got a bowl, and she sat in it. You know, so that was what fixed that.
Life is crazy, man.
I mean,
sometimes you get a little spice where it's not nice.
No. Speaking of nice things.
All right.
Well, what do you got before I go on? What else?
You go first. I've been hogging the show. I just did the whole spicy pepper. I feel like I
don't know, dude.
So.
I've only got like 4 notes. You know.
I'm making progress through mine. Let's hear one of yours.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yikes. So you know about Tekashi 6ix9ine? You know, the problematic rapper.
I know he ratted out on
everybody.
everybody.
Out on everybody. He's a pedophile. He's
Ooh.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
And like, so basically, he's trying to do like press rounds, but nobody in like the rap community wants to interview him.
No.
Yeah, nobody fucking wants anything to do with him.
I remember one of the earliest things I saw about him that made me like, okay, I don't need to deal with him at all, was him. He's like is he Asian or Hispanic or something?
He's Hispanic.
Yeah. He had a whole like viral thing where he's explaining why N-word is okay. And again,
I still get comments to this day from my fucking video about that. To this day, I got one today. That was this dude that like spammed like 4 different comments on like the 2 videos. He was like, he like time tagged one and was like, well, why do you say it? And I'm like, dude, because I'm black and I can, and I'm not gonna argue this with you. And like,
it belongs to one group of people, right? Like that's just kind of how that is.
Yeah,
man.
it's just
like,
so stupid, man. And it's just like people are just like
anyone asking that question just doesn't understand history.
Like,
frankly, that's all it is.
A lot of the times,
sucks.
it's either people telling me that I'm wrong and I need to fucking get over it, or he doesn't say it anymore or whatever. You know, and then sometimes somebody
maybe he watched your video and thought about himself.
Exactly.
A little bit.
Like if he doesn't say it anymore, fucking tight. But like at the same time,
cool.
Yeah,
I win.
exactly. That's like cool.
Flag.
I win. So it's like it's just like okay, and like do you know when that video? Like I made that video like last December. You know, like if he's still saying it now, then like yeah, that's a problem. But it's like if he doesn't anymore, cool. But why the fuck would you go back to my video where I'm pulling up times where he definitely fucking said it and like saying like
we've talked about that as if you get big as a YouTuber, sometimes your 5-year-old video is the one that blows up that month, and you just got to take it as it comes, man. I hope that I hope the N-word apologists stay mad at you forever because like, that's just a revenue stream.
I mean, yeah, it's like I'm still getting views on those videos because people are just like, wait.
Because they know who Cum Bubble is, and they are mad that you're mad.
They either know who he is, hear, like, see one of his old videos where he says it, and then they're just like, I don't know, and they look into it and they find my video, or they're one of his fans that sees like, oh, what's this guy? What's he? He's coming for my daddy. I'm mad. Like fucking. You talked about a guy I like, so I don't like you. Like, fuck this.
That's an important role to play, though, man. A lot of my favorite YouTubers and streamers are people who like make that their job, is just calling out stupid shit other people say.
That's why I do the commentary video.
The Surfs and Thought Slime and the Majority Report and Hannah and Jake, all those channels, all they do is sit around. Like Hannah and Jake do a fucking atheist Bible study where they just read the Bible and tell you why it's wrong, and I fucking love that. That's so fucking cool. Yeah. And I don't have the time or energy to do that much work, but you gotta. If we're gonna make a show about something, we should be fucking telling people why other people are fucking dumb. I think like that's. I think that's one of the better ways to prove your point is like if somebody can say something stupid and a stupid person can just say, well, I guess that must be true. It's your job to make that first original stupid person look like a fucking idiot so that the next stupid person says, well, I guess this next guy must be, that's the right one. And I'm not calling our viewers stupid. I'm sorry, everybody, but it's like, you guys. Fuck it. If we get some stupid viewers and we change some minds and make them smarter, then that's good. That's what everybody wins that way.
Okay, so
it's a beautiful
6ix9ine is like he can't get any press in the rap community. So what he does is he does like.
It's like the cancel culture thing from last month, dude. You just suck. Go away.
He does like an Instagrammer and YouTuber kind of like media tour. Where like he goes to like all these like TikTokers and like fucking these vloggers, gets
the biggest ones that are desperate enough to work with him.
He's on like he just went on like Logan Paul's podcast, which is just like those fucking people who like it's like you're gonna go and these you're gonna go and work with these.
This is
people.
Like when Warped Tour started having emo bands.
It's like these people whose audience like.
We can't sell
like these TikTokers and these YouTube vloggers whose audiences are like fucking kids and like fucking 7-year-olds, and it's like you're gonna collaborate with the fucking
Logan Paul is a other guy who's been in trouble for being a sex pest with kids and still has a platform.
He did the death thing. He did the suicide.
No, but he also has lots of problematic shots where he's hugging and kissing on 12-year-old
him
girls,
and his brother
dude. That's a thing.
Yeah, they're both weird about that shit.
They have these little 12 and 11-year-old fans come up and say, "Oh, kiss me on the cheek," and they're like, "Oh,"
so
fucking do that. But
he goes and like and works with all these influencers whose main audience is kids, and it's just like, how is it that you're an influencer and you're so fucking tone deaf? This fucking pedophile, you're gonna let him work with you and you're gonna spread him to your audience of more kids so that
because they have more aligned with this other creep than as creeps.
I really do think it's like
question,
it's dude. Like they like it's like the people that'll see like, a white supremacist say something fucked up and then be like, no, let's hear him out.
Exactly
let's
what I
hear
was
him
about to
out.
say.
It's like, no.
The only person who wants to hear what a Nazi has to say thinks he's probably a Nazi too.
Like, it's like, no, if somebody does some fucked up shit and it's like blatantly fucked up and then just tries to like
you're either also a sex pest or you're sex pest curious if you're trying to hang out with
he
Tekashi
tries
6ix9ine.
to come back like,
come on.
oh, everybody's mad that I'm back. The haters tried to silence me. They tried to like put me in jail. It's like, no, dude. Like,
plus, it's a meme that he betrays his friends. Why would you align with him? What the fuck? This is some Donald Trump ass nonsense. Like, I'm gonna join the team of the guy who stabbed everybody who's ever helped him right in the back. Like, what the fuck kind of idiot are you? How fucking
any sense at all, dude? It's fucking crazy. Like, seeing him do like all these, seeing him do all these TikToks with people. And, you know, yes, like seeing him on like people's vlogs and seeing him go on fucking Logan Paul's podcast, it's just like, yo, why are we giving this guy a platform? The rap community, the fucking rap community already said, no, we're not fucking with this dude. Like, yo, he's out. We're not gonna do any interviews with him because we don't fuck with that guy. And it's like these influencers need to, need to fucking get their head out of their teenage asses and understand that, like, no, this guy is he's a criminal. He's a pedophile. Like, fucking.
From a marketing standpoint, I can almost relate to it, like as a small brand trying to be a bigger brand. These aren't small brands.
These are like large. These are like some of the biggest like TikTokers. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Logan Paul is definitely not a small brand.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what a big TikToker is not as big as anybody on cable TV.
But they already
like
kids,
something
though.
like that. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like
they
just by
kids.
numbers and shit. But my point being, if we could get Tekashi on here for the clicks,
I wouldn't have him. No, I wouldn't.
I would do it. I would do it. But I would have. Oh my god, I would have 5 pages of shit to say to the guy when he got here.
So you know
what I'm saying?
You do like what Trevor Noah did when he had Tommy Loren on his show, and just fucking took her to task and was like, "Yo, what the fuck are you doing?" And she's like, "No." You never
Dude,
saw,
I never
it's
saw
actually
that.
Pretty good. It was actually pretty good.
That to me sounds like the two nerds at school getting into a physical fight and then the whole school gathering around to laugh at them. Because Trevor Noah knows fuck all, and him picking on Tommy Lauren that's the only person Trevor Noah can fucking pick on.
Yeah, that's why it was fun to watch.
Fucking goddamn it. I'm sure it was great. That's like that. I just mentioned Hannah and Jake. Actual Jake has a video where he's debating Christianity with this hardcore Christian kid, John Doyle, who looks kind of like the cheeseburger guy we were talking about earlier, but he's just a hardcore Christian dude. And Jake makes him look so fucking stupid that he blocks him on Twitter and like refuses to engage with him ever again. And I think that's where we need to get with these people is like, you need to get them in a room, you need to embarrass them so thoroughly they're afraid to ever see you or think about you again. And then you take your clicks. You know what I mean?
That's how I feel about.
And if we can't get him in a room, then we have to just keep exposing him. You know, you're Kemp and
I feel about that girl Kate and
Diamond and Silk videos.
Same with that girl Caitlyn Bennett. If I do an interview with her just because it's like, okay, so you want to be like super conservative, but you'll like go take pictures by your pool in your bikini and have all these right wing dudes be like, man, you really got a nice butt, you know? It's just fucking.
Yeah, those guys got to jack off to something because they know that those actual sex workers are all libs. You know what I mean?
It's so
fucking
dumb.
Christ, dude. That chick is so embarrassing to me. She shits herself at a party and then goes on and acts like
she
she's
looks inbred because her eyes are too far apart. that's the only thing I can think of.
Might be something to that theory, bud. I don't know. Gee whiz, I don't know. I know a few things about the American South,
speaking of
anyway. So let's. I want to get off. No, go ahead. No, you go first.
Speaking of the American South, you know something that would just sell like goddamn hotcakes here in Hotlanta. I feel so bad for saying Hotlanta. As
that's such a 20-year-old phase at this point.
The masks with the gun holsters on them. Have you seen those? Oh boy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
It's
my
like,
god,
I can't
dude.
wait to actually shoot myself in the neck
That-
to own the libs. It's gonna be awesome.
Because the gun guys are the ones who hate the mask the most.
How do we
they're
make
the ones
them
who
cool?
think
How
that's
do we
the
make
oppressive
masks
government.
Cool? Put guns on them.
It's not the oppressive government is not the police in body armor like attacking innocent civilians. I heard a story just the other day about Oregon is getting so bad that the cops are gassing entire neighborhoods, and then when the gas gets into their houses and they're like forced to run outside because it sucks too much to be inside the house because it's full of poisonous gas, they arrest them for breaking curfew for being
so
outside of the homes
fucked
they
up,
just
dude.
gassed.
That's so fucked up.
So that's fine. That's just authority. That's just, you're
That's the
supposed to listen
kind
to
of
the police
shit
and
that
respect the
does
blue.
make me wanna go,
But
like-
that mask at Kroger, that's
That's the kind
oppressive.
of shit that does make me want to go out and like fucking flip a cop car. It's like, yeah, if I have to leave my house like in the middle of the night because there's fucking gas everywhere, then yeah,
Because there's tear gas
Yeah,
filling
it's
up your
like-
neighborhood, and and you are inside, so the gas
It's
is
like,
accumulating
yeah, I
inside.
think, like-
You had the windows open because
yeah,
it's a
like
nice
I
night.
think I might want to fuck up the person who did that to me. You know, it's yeah.
That's how I
it's
always
like-
try to put it. Whenever anyone's defending the cops, it's like if they weren't a cop, if somebody killed your brother or your dad or your son,
Exactly.
you'd want to kill them,
You'd
right?
want to burn. You'd want to burn their house down. You'd want to fuck all their shit up. But the minute,
Yeah. And
fucking-
if it was a gang of people who do this all the time, you'd want to
accumulate
fight all
that
of them,
kind
right?
You'd
It's just
accumulate
very
that kind of
easy.
property damage to gang violence or some shit, you know. But it's like when it happens to the cops, nobody wants to chalk it up to gang violence, even though that's exactly what it is. It's like the fucking gang of.
They want to say black on black crime. Well, it's like the black on black criminals don't run the
so
fucking
it's
government.
Like the cops. The cops is like they are a gang, and protesters are literally
Oh my
protesting
God.
against cops, like acting. Like with fucking gang warfare and shit,
Like a
yeah.
gang
Like they're
of
like,
violent-
okay, if you
oh
guys
my
are gonna
God,
come
dude.
after us and try and beat us, then yeah, we're gonna fucking fight back. You know, we learned a hell of a lot from China.
Yeah.
You know, too bad we can't. It's
Yeah.
funny because it's funny because the higher ups can't learn from China. You know, as far as solving this pandemic and fixing things, but the protesters.
The
the
Hong Kong
protesters fucking
protests,
picked that shit up.
the Hong
real
Kong
quick.
protests have been way more peaceful than the America.
Yeah, but it's because
protests.
they learned.
The protests in
They
America
learned
have
how
had
to
more
work
deaths, more
around
violence,
it.
and
They
more arrests
learned
than
how
the
to
ones in
like
Hong Kong.
counteract the violence by like bringing shields and masks and all
Well,
this shit.
But also, their government is not being as violent as ours is. People want to say, well, China, yeah, they're communist, but they're an oppressive, authoritarian regime. But just strictly by the numbers, they have like 100 times more people than we do. They don't arrest as many people
Yeah.
as we do. Who's the authoritarian? It's the United States. So I want to get off politics. So I'm glad we got that out of our systems. Fucking gun mask guy, you're the true patriot. Go put a fucking gun right above your torso, point it towards your heart, and then walk into a store and get in a fight with a fucking
Put it on
clerk
the
because you
heart
had to wear your
side.
mask.
Yeah,
you fucking
put your
dumb
gun
cunt.
holster on your heart side. So yeah.
So, did you hear about Ubisoft's new Tom Clancy game about to come out?
No, what's happening with that? Oh,
It's a
boy.
mobile game. So, aiming for the widest audience
Tom
possible,
Clancy
right?
in mobile games.
The plot of this game, Tom Clancy, famous American propagandist for the War Machine, it's called Elite
fuck.
Squad, where you control a task force of special federal agents deployed by the president to stop uprisings in cities across America.
That's
And
Oh.
guess what the symbol is for the villains in this
is
game?
it the Black Lives Matter thing? Is that fist?
It's the Black
Oh, of
Power
course
Fist.
it is.
It's the Black Fist. That's
Yeah.
and when they released the trailers and the world lost their mind, they said, okay, we'll change that logo. But they don't change the plot. It's that there's a secret organization staging these incredibly violent protests all over the world, and only you and your army buddies can save the world by killing as many protesters as possible. Out now on your mobile device. Good job, Ubisoft. And this is the same company. This is the same company that just came out and protects all of their rapist managers.
Yeah, it was like first
too.
the rapists, now the racists.
Yeah, it's that Ubisoft. Rapist, racist, Ubisoft.
Speaking of video games,
damn, Jim Sterling would be proud of me for that one.
Let's take a less toxic turn, and
it's all video games from here on out, dude. That's all I've got the fucking mental strength for.
Okay, well let me rummage through my notes before we get into video games. No, yeah, that's basically it. All I had was that my fridge is broken and just some other bullshit. But yeah, video games. So the Avengers game came out.
Oh, well, no, let's talk about... Yeah, let's go to that.
Yeah,
we'll talk about house problems at the end.
Talk about my fridge before we talk about the Avengers.
Well, my house is also breaking, so that's a whole subtopic. But yeah, so let's go video
Avengers
games for now.
Is out, and it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad, and I'm glad we didn't get into it because I thought...
I'm glad I just mentioned Jim Sterling because holy shit, dude, he tore him apart. But
I thought,
but go ahead.
Because we played the Spider-Man game, and that game was beautiful. That game was awesome. Like I thought, okay, cool. Like it's gonna be like this, except like with the Avengers, so it's gonna be tight. But no. Fucking no. It's a jumbled mess where you can't fucking... Like, you know how, like, some of the sweetest shit about Spider-Man is how you can, like, dip and dodge and, you know, pull off all these, like, sick combos? You can't fucking do that in the Avengers because there's just cool shit things everywhere. All the time. You're either punching robots or punching guys or punching walls or engines or something. And it's so stupid.
And everything... There's all these stupid, like you buy the game for $60 and they immediately start trying to sell you like skins and upgrades and shit.
For every character.
And you know, they're like, do you want Captain America to wear a Verizon logo? Who wants that? Who the fuck likes Verizon so much they want to pay extra to have Wolverine or who the fuck ever dress in Verizon clothes? And you said Spider-Man. He's only available on the PlayStation version, which I guess that's a cool get for Sony. But if I was an Xbox guy, I'd be pissed, you know, because he's only on the Sony version. If you have an Xbox if you play on Xbox or PC, you do not get any Spider-Man whatsoever. That is only on PlayStation. I almost
got the beta for PC, but like right when I was about to get it, it was like too late.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, like it's
dude, it's so and the thing that drove me crazy about it is like story mode I hear is only like 15 hours long, and then you're supposed to just sit and replay the same missions over and over again and level up your character.
Story mode, which is the worst part about that game. How do you make the Avengers and not have co-op story mode? Exactly.
And how are you going to make an online focused game where you can't play with your friends? I have to play with strange random people every single fucking time. You can. The Avengers are supposed to be a crew of best buds. Like
when you get online, you can do that, but you can't fucking go through story mode like that, which is it's fucked.
It's fucking stupid. And that's the thing. Like I'm old enough to remember when every single Square game was amazing. And then they became Square Enix, and it's like they're literally a shell of their former self, dude. It's like all they do is remakes of their old good games, and then shit like this, and it's fucking not cool, man. It bums me out. You know, it's like when a band starts sucking. You know what I mean? It's like Korn's 5th album. It's like, what the fuck, dude? You guys were so good.
I'm almost convinced that we might be sunk as far as gaming goes if we don't upgrade, because it's like I feel like every PS4 game from now to the future is going to be dog shit because they're not going to finish them until the fucking PS5 comes out and they can like update and patch all the new games. So every new game that comes out for PS4 is just not going to be that good when it comes out.
Yeah, PS4 is it's kind of felt like it's been on its last throws like basically since I got it, because I got it like within the last couple years. But it's on its death knell, which to me, I don't know. That's kind of the whole premise of like why I'm getting into this, is that I'm not a full-time gamer who knows all these games.
That we figured we were gonna do was we weren't gonna like play all the newest games all the time because we're just not gonna enjoy it.
That's kind of the benefit of Yeah, the benefit of taking the retrospective route is that we can play the games that have been generally reviewed as pretty good. You know what I mean? Or if we know they're crap based on popular opinion, then we can do that too as a funny thing. And we still fuck with some of those new indie games. Like we played Anarchy the other day or whatever. But it's like fucking. But yeah, I'm not interested in buying the brand new $60 AAA game every time it comes out. Because it's always some shit like this, dude.
Yeah. I heard the same thing with I heard the same thing with 2K21 because Shaq's been playing that and it just keeps fucking up. And I'm like, it's not gonna be good.
It's always like that with 2K. Yeah, every new 2K game is like that. And it doesn't make any sense because they should just be the same game because they literally are. It's like I don't understand why that thing is so fucked up. All I have to do is update the content. It should just be DLC. It should be you buy 2K and then you upgrade it every year for like $20. But no, they sell it full price for $60 because they know they can. And next gen is going to be $70, dude. Game prices are going up even though they charge you to buy new costumes now.
You saw when WWE 2K20 came out, like how bad all of those glitches were from that game. And it's just like, dude.
Oh my god, dude.
All
People
they did
so
in that
pissed,
game
dude.
was update like the character features. Like all they did was like polish everything up and like add a little bit more stuff. Like it's literally the exact same game as 2K19, but it looks better. But somehow, somewhere along the way, they just fucked all of it up. Like, how do you do that?
Yeah. And it's like, it's not the best example because the fighting game genre does it a lot too, but when you look at how polished like a Tekken is or MK11 is, and they do DLC too. Like when I bought Tekken and I thought I'd have all the characters and I was like, oh shit, I have to buy season passes and get caught up and buy all these characters. But when you think that the same one is out for like 5 or 6 years and that they're just adding new stuff for that whole time, that's a cool deal, actually. I think that's fucking cool. When Mortal Kombat pops up and says, hey, we've got a new character and they're $6, it's like, I have $6. Cool. Let me get that character. You know what I mean? Like, that's easy. But, like, when it's like, to get the current roster, you need to pay a whole $60 upgrade. It's fucking crazy. Shut up, dude. Like, I don't know. I don't have the time. And that's funny because my little brother he plays a lot of games, but he's not a hardcore gamer. He only plays 2K and then Fallout and recently Fall Guys. So every teenage kid is playing Fall Guys.
It's not just teenagers.
It's everybody. I know that. Yeah, it's everybody. But he's part of that crew.
Fall Guys. I will not do it.
I want to, but I'm like scared now. Everyone's going to be too good at it now. I didn't jump on the bandwagon at the beginning, and now I'm going to be that punk who got in too late. But my point is because he doesn't buy other games, he sees no problem with just getting the new 2K one. That's the one game a year he buys. You know what I mean? Besides like a $5 upgrade or a new skin he wants on Fortnite. So I can kind of see the other perspective on that, especially because he's more of a jock sports fan than anything else. But when you see guys like Shaq bitching about it, and he's been employed by the series in the past, it's like, it's got to be a fucking problem, right? Good gamer news, man. Those Tony Hawk remakes, holy shit!
Do you see that video of somebody just like
God
rail grinding their way like into the sky like it was fucking Roller Coaster Tycoon? This shit's amazing.
No, that's awesome. I haven't even touched the creative. There's a creative park mode that I'm sure is awesome. I played like 2 rounds as Tony Hawk and then immediately did the creative skater things. That was my favorite thing on the old games. It was like, oh look how good of a skateboarder I am, because I always sucked at it. I cannot stand on a board. So fucking, I'm playing through that right now, and it's so good. They don't have the whole soundtrack of both games like you'd want, but of course, licensing and shit, that's, they could probably afford it, but it's just, at one point it's become ridiculous. But it totally plays like the old games, dude. It's so fucking fun. It's kind of like how Mortal Kombat 11 feels like MK2 and 3. It's like I'm back in my element. I'm playing my old game again. It's like it's like running into an old friend at the bar. Like, holy shit, dude, I missed you so much. I am pretending I'm a Superman. Thank you. So fucking.
Yeah, I mean you know me. All I do here is fucking like play PS2 games and try and find just the good ones.
That's what I'm saying. I think I have I don't know if I actually do. I used to have Tony Hawk 2 and 3 on PlayStation 2, and I don't think I do
I was thinking
anymore.
about downloading. I was thinking about downloading.
Oh, there's one. Yeah, I've got Tony Hawk 3 over there.
One that they had for PS2, just to stream the original version, because like.
Yeah. I'd love to sit down with the like OG thing. I wish this is an Activision re-release, and they did Crash a year ago. And the one thing I wish there was a way to go in the options and change it to the OG PlayStation graphics, just because I grew up in that era, and it would be that much more nostalgic. You know, like when they did I have that one DVD box set that's the original Star Wars from the 70s and the 90s remaster. And it's like best of both worlds. If I want the digital shit, I'll get the digital shit. If I want to go just pure and old school.
Why would you, though? Why would you want...
Because old school graphics have
I'm saying, why would you want to watch like the 90s remasters
them.
of the old ones? Like,
which is kind of how I feel. Why do I want to play the HD remake of Tony Hawk? I want PlayStation 2.
Okay,
I'm cool
no,
with
you know why you
1,
want to play the HD remake of Tony Hawk.
It does look real good. It does look nice. They did a good job, and they did cool things like in the original one, the mall is like well lit and like normal, and in this one, it's clearly an old abandoned mall, because who the fuck has been in a mall in the last 20 years?
Dude, no, I drove by the mall
fucking...
like 2 weekends ago. I drove by Cumberland Mall, and that place was fucking packed, dude. Like, there was like even a carnival going on like in the mall parking lot. Like, me and Sydney were like waiting on some sushi to be ready, and like so we were just driving around like Smyrna, and like
pandemic.
I know, right? Fucking crazy. The mall was packed.
There wasn't a reason to be in a mall before this shit was happening. Why would you do it now? You don't want to be in all that circulated air-conditioned bullshit.
You're walking around in like a giant like tube from one end to the other. You know, it's just like a big circular tube, like for like 2 floors with like.
And you know, like half of the people are wearing masks, and if it's enforced, half of those people have it under their noses. Fucking,
I hate that shit, man. It's like, put it over your face, dude. Come on, just put it up.
Just be a person.
Oh,
just be a person. I saw a GIF on Reddit the other day of it was security camera footage of some fucking store where the employee is like, "Sir, you have to put a mask on." This pretty huge guy. He punches the clerk across the counter, right? The lady, the old woman who's helping bag his groceries, starts freaking out. He punches her. And then, thank God, another guy bigger than him comes in and fucking regulates and punches him in the head about 15 times. But it's like, you would rather punch somebody in the face? You'd rather hit an old lady in the face than just wear your mask and not be an asshole? What the fuck is wrong with this type of person, man? It's so important to you to drive your boat fast that you sink your comrades and make them fucking lose thousands of dollars and fucking maybe even... One guy is in the hospital because he broke his... During it.
He broke his what?
He better fucking sue... He broke his back.
Jeez.
He fucking... The waves knocked him on his back so fucking hard it broke. And it's like... Do we press charges on these big boat drivers? These big, beautiful boaters that Trump loves so much?
These
oh
big,
my fucking God.
Boaters?
Video games. Video games.
Somebody
video games,
just told us to just play Dragon Ball Z. And I'm like, yeah, we will later. Like this... Yeah,
this is
right?
business,
it's like
friend.
It's like this... It's almost like the thing says... that we're doing a podcast, you know, right? Like,
it's almost like this isn't the DBZ's show, and maybe there's another different segment you should tune into.
I mean, yeah, no disrespect, but you can just go watch me play that from earlier today if you want to watch me play Dragon Ball Z that badly. Like, I'll probably play it later.
This is the part of the show where we talk about our things.
We're doing a fucking podcast. It makes me think of this time. I was my first band was playing this show, and we're playing some new songs, and some dudes from like the first band who like only got halfway through their set before like shit started fucking up and they had to like call it quits, like came up to the stage. I was like, play your old stuff, play your old punk stuff, and like they just like
it's like, you can't even play your current punk stuff, motherfucker.
I was just like, who the fuck are you guys, dude? Get the fuck out of here. And it's funny because like I knew one of the guys from the band, but like was still just like, who the fuck are you guys? Like, get out of here.
Well, that is because if you think you know somebody and then they act like a dick, you do kind of think, who the fuck are you, right? Like that's
like he came up to me. They left after he did that because like I was like, no, we're gonna fucking stop until these motherfuckers, you know, either want to stick around and shut the fuck up or get out of here. And you know, eventually they left. And like the dude that I knew came up to me after the set and was just like, nah, dude, we didn't really mean anything by it. I was like, well, if you didn't mean anything by it, you wouldn't have fucking done it. And he was just like, oh, come on, man, it's not that serious. And I was like, dude,
what's that whole thing about actions being louder than words and shit like that?
He's like, it's not that serious. And I'm like, dude.
It's like when you cheat on somebody and then you say, but I still love you. Like, well, you fucked somebody else.
But I still love you, though. Samantha! I still love you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know I fuck other girls, but Samantha.
Anybody who knows me knows that I just threw a rock really hard at myself in the mirror. And so, you know, it's not as if I'm not speaking from experience, okay? Yeah, I have. Yeah. That's...
Amazing.
Yeah, I'm a bad guy, but I'm getting better. God damn it! But the only other game shit I had is just like stupid consumer shit that I'm stoked about. But did you watch any of this Mario 35th anniversary stuff they just put out the other day?
I didn't.
Dude, so the big things for me that are probably gonna be on the catching up on games thing is they're doing HD re-releases for Mario 64 and Sunshine and Galaxy.
Oh, I've been waiting on the re-release for Super Mario Galaxy. Not that
so
one.
I've got Galaxy
Super Mario
one.
Sunshine was
that's the one I'm stoked about, dude. Because I've got Sunshine 1 and 2 on the Wii, and I think I'd rather play them on that because it's the OG. But Sunshine, I didn't have a GameCube. I didn't get my hands on it. And when you look up old copies of Sunshine, they're like $160, and I can't buy a video game.
Yeah, I could only play it at my friend's house because I didn't have a GameCube. You know, I was a PlayStation kid. I wasn't gonna choose. I couldn't have both.
Now, the weird and controversial thing about this is that you can only buy it until like March, and then you can't anymore.
Why?
Not even as a digital download.
Why?
Nobody knows. That's just what Nintendo decided to do. So I'm guessing that they're either going to release that same bundle with more shit later on, or they're just trying to do the fear of missing out. You got to buy this right now. And they're as a test, you know what I mean? It's like you either buy this within these couple months or you can never buy it, so you better buy it, and they're going to see what that does to their numbers. Because there is a kind of feeling like when Luigi's Mansion first came out, it came out on Halloween Day, and I would have played it the entire month of Halloween, or of October, you know what I mean? But Halloween is the last day where you want to play a spooky ghost game, right? So, like, I want to play it this year. I want to buy it and play it this year, but I didn't play it last year because I'm not going to stay up all night to beat Luigi's Mansion on October 31st and then want to keep playing Spooky Ghost Game when I'm thinking about Christmas and Thanksgiving and summer and spring.
We've got to start it now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I had that. So I've had that feeling with new games like forever. It's just like, well, it's still out. Like they didn't sell all the copies. But they're doing a hard deadline where you can't even download it. It's not even just the physical ones anymore. So I might do the collector thing and get 2 physical ones and like just keep one shrink wrapped so that I can like lord it over somebody's head one day. Remember when you could just get this for $60? 200 now, bitch. Like I don't want to do that. That was way too capitalist for me.
From Cascadent were asking what game we're gonna do next since we just finished Spider-Man, and are we still doing Resident Evil? Are we still gonna do that?
Yeah, we made plans to do that, and then I had my weird disconnect from reality for a few days, and I couldn't even shop online. But that is now over, and I'm going to do that. So that's tonight, as long as my brain doesn't break again, which I don't think it will. I have plenty of beers and shit.
Because we could either start that on Friday or like start that next week, depending on.
If it's not here by Friday, we can. I think we should just do a Tony Hawk day because it's that much fun. We could get that much content out of it. Yeah. But then.
I'm down.
But then, yeah, I'm gonna get Resident Evil and Luigi's Mansion, so we have options.
That'll be tight.
And I have it on. Okay, I have Resident Evil 4 on PlayStation 2, but I don't think we should stream that game in like a low res.
Yeah, no, I'll take a look at what it looks like on PS2, but I feel like it's probably not that good.
It's gonna be. It's gonna be 90s TV resolution. It's not gonna be good for Twitch, dude. The other cool thing they announced is, so everyone's like last year they hyped up the storyline sequel to Breath of the Wild, which, and Zelda does that thing where it's like they hop around the timeline a lot, and they don't usually do continuous sequels. Like, I know that for the early era of the Wii, for example, it was Twilight Princess, and then they did like a Twilight Princess spin-off game that was just like a shooter, and then they did Skyward Sword, which was from a completely different part of the story. It was like thousands of years in the past or some shit like that. That's something they love to do in that series to make it feel more epic. Last year they announced a direct sequel to Breath of the Wild, and the entire internet had diarrhea at the same time, me included, because that's fucking I my god, that game. I love Breath of the Wild. It's so good. That's one that like I haven't even finished the DLC yet, but I would stream that if you wanted to. I'd love to do another story mode playthrough on Breath of the Wild. But so they didn't confirm any new info on the sequel to Breath of the Wild, but they announced a surprise prequel to it.
Okay, because that doesn't make any sense. Why would they do that?
Well, the reason they did it is because the whole storyline of Breath of the Wild talks about this huge epic war that happens like 100 or 1,000 years in the past. It's that war, right? And so it's the Dynasty Warriors team that made it. They did a Zelda game a while ago that I have called the Hyrule Warriors. So this is like yeah. So this is. A Zelda game where you're fighting thousands of bad guys at a time and just being fucking berserk and crazy.
Have their qualms with Dynasty Warriors, but I don't care. I love it.
It's stupid fun, dude. It's stupid fun. When you got a sword and you slash 50 guys at a time and they all go flying, like, oh my god, it's just so fucking satisfying.
If the Avengers game did like a Dynasty Warriors thing, it's that easy. I'd be fine. It's that easy. But they tried to do too much, and I heard the story sucks too. So like, I don't even care.
The one gaming podcast that I listen to and trust, the only person on there who liked it was like, yeah, it's cool because it's mostly about Black Widow.
Yeah,
and I like Black Widow.
Like I keep hearing from everybody that like it's really fun to play as Black Widow, and I also.
And the other characters are just an afterthought. Like if Captain America is your favorite, you might like him.
I watched the Cosmonaut Variety Hour like quick review on it, and he was talking about how there are a lot of like really good Iron Man levels, and if this were like a standalone Iron Man game that just happened to have the other Avengers in it, then that'd be fucking cool.
And that was the thing. When I first saw the previews for this game, and I've heard like the first couple levels have this feel, it was kind of like the Spider-Man game that we just finished, but like you kept clicking between the different heroes at their different spots, doing different things at different times. Right. They made it look like that was the whole game, and that would have been fucking cool.
But it's not that. You're just
like a really epic directed story mode where, oh, the Hulk has to do this, and then, oh my god, what's that over there? And then it cuts to Iron Man, and now you're Iron Man doing Iron Man shit. That would be fucking cool. But instead of putting the time into it, they did that fucking just grind and level up bullshit. And it's like, And it's made by Square Enix, and I get that, like, that's what, like, half of every Final Fantasy game is just grinding and leveling up. But you do the grinding because the story is good. And if you're fucking up the story, you're not doing the character depth. You know, I only grinded through all that plot so I could watch Sephiroth kill Aerith. Spoilers, by the way.
Spoilers from this old freaking game. Yeah,
from 1997.
No!
I haven't gotten to that one yet. Oh, fucking Christ. So,
spoilers from a game that's
my
over
gaming
20
update.
years old. I'm so sorry.
23
That
years
game's
old.
almost as old as me.
This game is old
Oh,
enough.
shit.
It's old enough to buy you beer at the gas
Yeah,
station.
it'll buy
punk.
you beer to
Oh,
apologize
my
for spoiling itself 23 years later.
God. It'll hang out with Tekashi 6ix9ine and claim he's not a
boy.
pedo.
Jeez.
So that's my gaming news. Oh, wait. One more thing about the Mario announcement, though, that really got me stoked. They announced a new Mario Kart game.
Oh, did they now?
Dude, it's a set of RC cars. You can get Mario or Luigi. They have a little webcam
Hold on,
in
what?
them. You set up a race. You set up a race course in your house, and then you drive the cars with your Switch around your house on the race course that you set up, watching through the webcam on your Switch.
This is how.
Tell me that doesn't sound like the most fun, dangerous thing ever.
This is how we end up becoming nerds about model trains, because it starts here.
Dude, this is the beginning of the end.
Goes on to fucking.
We start producing epic Mario Kart videos together, like split screen. Oh my god, dude!
We have like
yeah, dangerous.
Start doing miniature filmmaking. Yeah. Oh my god. No.
I'm saying, I mean, we could set up the goofiest shit. You know, like, what if you're playing some Mario Kart, the dog decides to start chasing your toy around?
You just
know
lost
what I mean?
like $40 from buying one of these fucking amiibo Mario Kart RC things, which I'm sure they're gonna be like $80. I bet. You know,
I'm probably at least getting the Luigi one just to try it out. And if it's fucking fun, then I might get you the Mario one so that we can start setting up courses in the basement and doing some stupid shit down here, dude. Because imagine if we get like a nice long weekend where the family's out somewhere and we can set up an epic course across this huge fucking house that they've got. It'd be so fucking funny, dude. Oh my god. No, so yeah, that's Nintendo is being weird, but in cool ways, and I gotta love them, man.
Cool,
They're
but weird
being weird about their release schedules. Like they should just put all their old games out for sale because everyone wants to buy them at some point or another. But they gotta do this weird shit. We're like, oh, you can buy this game you've always wanted, but you have to do it in this 3-day or 3-month window, and whatever. I don't know what. I wasn't in this crazy Japanese board meeting with this fantastical company.
Well, you about ready to wrap up this old episode here? We've been going.
Well, gee, we're at a feature film length, aren't we? I guess that's all I got to say.
Oh shit! Hold on.
I closed the notebook, so I must not have anything important left.
I mean, yeah.
Oh shit!
What you got?
I almost forgot the most important news story, dude. Fuck. All right.
Okay.
I gotta get serious for a minute.
Oh fuck.
There's a crisis at hand.
Oh, I hate where this is going.
Me too. I hate dealing with this reality right now. Times are tough already. You know, there's an election coming up. We were dealing with this virus. I can't fucking find Guinness, dude.
You goddamn son of a bitch. I knew it was something that wasn't going to be that serious. I knew it was not. It was going to be one of our first world problems. Here.
What the fuck are you talking about? Dude, this has been the cornerstone of my diet for like 5 years.
Yeah, okay.
It's fucking, I got some, I still got a little, I cleaned Kroger out. This is all they had left. They had
I realized
two.
you were drinking out of the bottles, so I was like, oh, this is different.
I don't want bottles. Are you kidding me? I'm suffering right now.
It'll be back in like a week. It's because of Labor
I
Day.
know.
Well, look,
They're like, there's like a 2-week delay on shipments.
Yeah.
Like the liquor store has been sold out for a while.
yeah, I
It's
didn't
just-
get paid
don't know.
this morning, and I was
right.
I was ready to freak the fuck out. And it's like, no, it'll be here tomorrow. I was like, but I don't like that.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I don't want to wait. Dang it.
I thought something was fucked up.
Right before we started, I was looking at the can that I was drinking, and it's like, you know how it says draft, but it's like the old-fashioned way, DRAUGHT.
Yeah, it's draft.
It's like,
It's a draft.
it's not a draft, it's a drought.
Oh yeah, and the Dune trailer came out today. I don't know if you saw the.
It's a Guinness genuine drought. Yeah, I'm about to go Mad Max
There you
and
go.
put a flamethrower on my guitar and go rob some liquor stores for some Irish
Oh yeah,
beer.
watch the Dune trailer because if you're into Dune, it looks pretty good.
I don't know much about Dune. I know the guys at Chapter
I don't
like
either,
Dune.
but I want to.
That's
I
cool.
want to
I
know
like those
so
guys.
bad about Dune stuff.
I kind of feel that way. I felt that way about Doctor Who until I realized what that would entail. You know?
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
like
boy.
that's like
Mm-mm.
to get into Doctor Who this late in the game is like
There's no point.
an
There's,
epic.
There's no point.
It's
Like, I
know?
thought the same thing because I was like, Doctor Who seems cool, and then just no. I realized where they are now and where it was and what it is now, and how it's nothing like what it used to be, and how now it's like turning into a different
Yeah.
thing. And I'm like, no.
and that's
No.
kind of. I've kind of put some self limitations on like the games I want to go back and play. Like, I probably don't need to do every Final Fantasy game. You know,
Yeah.
there's probably a couple I'll leave off the list. I might come back around to later. I want to do 6. I want to do 7. I might skip 10. I don't really need to see the. I already, you know, the whole volleyball, soccer plot. Who cares?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just one of those funny things. But yeah, we can wrap shit up, man. Are we streaming anymore tonight? Do you want to? I mean, I can hang. I got no plans.
Well, I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't.
I have no
Yeah,
idea.
I don't necessarily feel like doing
Yeah.
it, but I could.
I was on for like 2 hours today. I'm probably just gonna get back to it tomorrow. I'm probably not gonna stream anymore. It's like I was on
yeah.
for 2 hours already today. Okay, guys.
It's hard to stay on sometimes, man. I mean, I just slept for 4
Like,
days, so
I don't know.
fucking-
I have
yeah,
no
get
problem
it, man.
like staying on and staying live. I just like me personally. I don't like going to streams and like just seeing somebody just quietly focused on the game. You know, it's like sometimes that's cool, but a lot of the times I want to hear somebody like just you know biffing and bopping, you know, bantering throughout the game. You know,
Sure.
'cause that's what we do. We fucking
Yeah.
we talk about the games and stuff.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's kind of what I'm saying. Like, should I be in the chat, like keeping it entertaining, or does this like
I'll
we just fucking
stream
call it?
later.
Yeah.
I'll stream tomorrow.
Sounds good, man.
Yeah. So
Right on.
yeah, this has been one of probably the only like the second live podcast that we've done here that's actually gonna make air. Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of cool. Though. I like it.
So it was cool to people that came in the chat that made some more conversation topics. But yeah, if you ever want to watch one of our live podcast episodes, just follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/IndiCon Gaming. Our podcast is everywhere. It's on YouTube. It's on Spotify. It's on iTunes. It's on all of that good shit, man. If you want to just listen to it.
Indistinct Conversation.
Indistinct Conversation podcast everywhere. You can find us on YouTube if you want to watch us, and if you want to support the show, we have a Patreon. So, yeah. So anyway, enough of the corporate shilling. Oh yeah, one more thing. Go watch We Fit Wednesday, and go subscribe to IndiCon Games. But yeah, this has been the Indistinct Conversation podcast. My name is Nelson Crawford. I've been here with Xander Cook.
Thanks, everybody.
Sarah, Carpe
Love y'all.
Diem. Shoot
Take care
your
of
shot. Don't
yourselves.
be afraid to hop in them DMs. We'll see you next time.
Don't forget to finish what you start.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks,
Solve
buddy.
them problems.